Yo, what's up guys? Ray from 2.5 Man Garage. We got something in today from Zl1 Addons for the S650. I need to add a front tow hook to the GT Premium here, but she doesn't have any threads within there, so we got to take the front bumper off today, and then we got to see what Zl1 Addons brought. I did a little bit of research to try to find, you know, what I could do here with this where it doesn't have the threads. You know, like the GT Premium Performance Pack, I guess you could say, or the Dark Horse. So, I don't know, I found Zl1 Addons, a lot of good reviews. It's made here locally. So, let's see, you know, what this guy, you know, I probably shouldn't be doing this with a plastic piece. Yeah, let me go get the right tool so I don't scratch it. But let me just show you guys what we got here. I got a little hook tool here, and yeah, then we'll go ahead and figure out how to get the front of the car off, and then how to add the piece that Zl1 gave me. And as you see here, you take this off, there is nothing there. It is just that. So let's figure out what we need to do to fix that, or to get it operational. I have some HPDE days coming, and some of the associations that I do run with require the tow hook, obviously, and I've gotten a break before, but no longer going forward. So let's see what they got here. Let me put you on my head here, and let's see what Zl1 Addons brought us. Alrighty, what do we got here? Alright, cool. Remove before flight, sweet. Zl1 Addons right there, guys. Some stickers. That's pretty sweet. Let me find out what in the world this is. It's supposed to be a pretty straightforward install. We'll walk through together and get the bumper off for the first time. There's been a lot of good videos on how to do that, so that'll be interesting. Doing that for the first time. And what is this? The tow hook. That's pretty sweet. Threading, and then there should be a piece that we're going to mount onto the bumper itself, and then this guy will go ahead and screw in. And as you can tell, I bought the black and black. They give you different options for the stud piece as well as the toe ring. I thought I'd fit with just the black. With the black, that's pretty sweet, and it's really heavy duty. I like that. All right, let's see what we got here. This should be the mounting bracket, yeah, that we're gonna bolt onto the bumper. Wow, top. Okay. And then this guy obviously mates right into that. And it's watching his videos, I really like the design. Simple implementation here. You know, it's really heavy duty, and yeah, I like it. All right, very cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Zl1 Addons. So we will put this to the test to see if the videos that they make it is as simple as they claim, and we'll give them a shout out if so. All right, cool. Let me get the car pulled in, and we will get to work. Okay, got the S650 pulled in. It's nice and wide open on this side, but obviously it's a bit of a tight fit on the other side. I guess I could pull it over, but the majority of the work is going to be up front here. But just pulling this off, we're going to use some jacks and jack stands just to get it up off the ground a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of an easier, I don't know, I guess angle for me to work on it. I've seen people do it on the ground like this, but I want to get it up on jack stands. I want to pull the tires off. I want to get some access to it. So why don't we start there with just loosening up some lugs. Yeah, getting this guy going here. What do we got? Oh, my mag lock. I got the S650 labeled in here somewhere. S650 right there. I don't think I need an extension. I got the mag. What do we got here? 13/16. I think that's it. Pretty sure it's it. Our mag lock. And what do we got for an impact? We got the Hercules. And let me just put you down for a second so I can get the battery. What do we got here? I think this is it. And do we have juice? Oh no, that's not the juice. That's just the indicator of the power. And we are green. And all right. So we got that. We'll get them loose, not take them off. Just kind of loosen them, and then we'll get it jacked up, and yeah, figure that out. All right. Careful here, I've busted mag locks with this freaking thing before. There we go, just to loosen it just a bit. Let me take you around to the other side. And what do we got here? Just loosen it just a bit. Let's make sure this guy's on pretty solid. There we go. Come on. Get out of there. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This thing is, I should know better with the impact in the mag lock. It's just problematic. I'm just tapping it on the concrete to see if I can get this thing loose. Nope. Come on, baby. What's the matter? I cannot get this thing off. It's probably damaged it, I'm sure. Dear God, a disaster. Not a good start. There you go. Oh boy. So I'm just trying to clamp this on, set of vice grips and just pipe wrenches to see if I can rile this thing out. Oh, I probably destroyed this. Well, that's too bad. Let me get another socket here. The good news is this is the mag lock, so I guess whatever. Keep it back on to get the mag lock back on. 13/16. You piece of garbage. Impact gun and mag locks, I know better. Alright, let me get out of 13/16 and we will get the rest of these lugs off. 13/16, what we got? And I'm gonna, it's in here somewhere. Let's move this over. 13/16. Non-impact, but should be all right. Not high torque. Just enough to give me up on jacks. All right. Roll the jack in here. Start jacking up the other side. That same jacking point. So much better on this side. So much more room. So we got our jack stands on the actual points where they should be. Cars up off the ground. Let's go ahead and pull these tires off. Again, it's going to give us easier access. Maybe I didn't even have to do this with the impact. I guess I could have done it in there. I don't know. You guys can tell me. Maybe the impact's got enough torque to bust it loose. I haven't tried that yet with it in the air and doing that. That very well could be. And here's our newly appointed the other side off. One lug nut off. Mag lock. We got it up on jack stands. We got good access. We're gonna have to get behind that cover there to get the front bumper off. Let's go around to the other side. We got that guy there. Okay, cool. Let's pop the hood. Okay, so I think we're going to tackle, we have to take this plate off first, and then from there, there's some screws, bolts on the inside of here, and then there's some connection pins here on each side, and it literally should pop off. All right, well, we're continuing here. I just took off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 push pins, and this guy should come right off, just like that. Here are the push pins there, right there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 millimeters. But I think first I need to pop this off first, is what my notes say, to where it's a 10 millimeters, 8 push pins up top, and then a 7. No, okay, my bad. 7. The 7, and then we go ahead and pop those guys out and watch this thing come off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my hands free here. Love my new Hercules. Whoa. Magnetic would be nice. Okay. All right, that's that. All right, wow, all right, let me put these guys with this. That's our top piece. I really think this thing's ready to come off. So what I have here is just a plastic pry tool. I'm just going to use a terry cloth here and just kind of work it in without oh, there we go. Don't really need that. Wow, that's loose, that's off, and then if I lift up on this, oh, there is one more piece here. This guy right, I don't know if you guys can see it, is this guy right here. On both sides. I gotta save that. I don't know if I should. That should have totally come out. But let me. Holy smokes! Holy smokes, guys! Oh, wow, we did it, dude. That's awesome, dude. Good work, everybody. Wow, wow. No damage whatsoever. Wow, that's impressive. Usually there's some sort of collateral with me, but no. That is sweet. Wow. All right, guys. Well, here's what we were after. This guy. So we need to figure out how Zl1 is going to mount. I did a little Sharpie right there because that is exactly where it should be mounting up to. And let me put you on my head here. Alright. Oh, I see, it slides behind. Ah, okay. And then it grabs it. Alrighty. We are kicking some ass. We got the bumper off, followed the steps, and she came right off, which is pretty sweet. And now what the Zl1 hookup is, it is right here, right? So this is a pretty sweet setup, and it looks like that this guy is just gonna slide in between back behind here, and yeah, and then connect. I got some thread locker, just yeah, just a little extra protection. And what it looks like is, what I didn't know is, it's actually it's threaded the back piece here, right? Yeah. There's threading there. Yeah. So it's just, I thought there was a bolt. I'm sorry, a nut, but there is not. And again, this was just my little mark from before we took the bumper off to see what the middle of the tow hook hole was. And that should line up to that. And then this guy slides literally right behind like that. That's pretty sweet. I'm liking it so far, Zl1. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so let's do this. Let's get some thread locker on here, because I don't want this coming off. Oh, I forgot to cut it. This is a new bottle, that's right. Alrighty. That's a bit much, but whatever. Get this first one started. This is really a heavy gauge too, which I like. This is really nice. There we go. Get that started. Little extra, whatever. Alright, almost there. Just again, excessive, and this much is not needed, but that's alright. And stuff is cheap enough. I should have my gloves on, but yeah. Now where is the, there we go. It's right on the edge, huh? I'm wondering if he said if there was anything I had to move or cut. It doesn't quite, well, it's right there, but that's fine. Let's suck it and see this. Alrighty. 13. Nope. 15. That'll work. I'm just holding it just to keep it lined up as close as I can to my marker. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. I wonder if I had to, if they wanted me to cut out anything. I don't think so, but maybe. That's pretty sick. Wow, yeah, that's really sick. It is off a little bit to where I wonder if I did have to shave in something. I still can, but again, heavy duty design, really nice. I do think this is something pretty sweet, and obviously, voila. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Very cool. There we go. There she is right there. Wow. Wow, very cool. Let me do a quick check and see if I do need to just grind a little bit of space in for it to kind of slide it over, just maybe 1/8 of an inch or 3/8 of an inch, but that is pretty sick. So again, pretty sweet setup, Zl1, like heavy duty. Wow, very nice. Yeah, very nice. This will meet the track requirement without a doubt. Without a doubt. I like it. I gotta say, I like it. Let me just do some quick reading again, quick video to see if I do have to grind it in. If not, then we'll torque it and then button this thing back up. Very cool, guys. So there's no modifications needed. What I had to do after watching the video is I just had to pull out the crash piece from the bumper, which is just 6 clips, and it literally comes right out. And this is our hole now, our port from the outside coming into the tow hook. And what I did was, and what they ask you to do is come around here and line it up. You'll see, you'll know when it kind of sits proper. Like right that, it fits right in nicely, and then we can look, and then they tell you to line up the hole just right, and that's pretty damn close there to center, a fraction off, but I think it's gonna be all right. They also mentioned to kind of, if anything, to mod this piece here so that there's not a lot of pressure based upon the thickness now of this, to where there could be some pressure against this when we line everything back up. But I'm not sure. I'm going to play around with that. It seems to fit pretty darn well. I don't see or feel the pressure that they were talking about. If you guys watched the video of the S650 GT Premium tow hook installation, they definitely talk about cutting this side piece off here, modding this side piece, but I don't feel anything. It goes right up against nicely. So I'm gonna give it a shot in the sense of not cutting it, because it does pair up very well, and I don't feel any pressure. I'm up against it. So yeah, there it is. Very cool. And that's it. an afternoon installation. Not bad. I'll pop that piece back into the bumper, and if I do feel that I knew as I'm putting the front bumper back on, if there is pressure, then I get it. I think the guys are right. You know, they tell you to kind of just cut this back piece away here. And I'm sure they've done it a gazillion times and they know. But yeah. All right, cool. All right, we are done. I put that, as you saw, I put the thread locker on there. We're thread locked. What was it? It's a 14 millimeter, I want to say. Yeah, 14 millimeter. I torqued it on, about 100 foot-pounds of torque each one, and yeah, good work. There's the installation. Now I'll put this thing back together. Maybe today, but maybe I'm just gonna grab some dinner, and then I'll play with it tomorrow and get it back together. Yeah, no rush, but that was a pretty fun installation, actually. Pretty fun disassemble and installation of that piece. My dilemma now too, guys, is I want the RTR grill. So while it's apart, it's almost like I should just order the RTR insert versus pulling this all back apart again. So let me see how long it's going to take to get the RTR grill. Usually it takes them a week or two to ship it. But let me poke around and see if Steeda or LMR or, I don't know, CJ Pony Parts, anybody that has it in stock and maybe can ship it sooner, to where, yeah, I'll just pop it right that in and get it all back together once versus multiple times. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Awesome. Hey, what are you doing, pal? Come on. Let's see what we did. What's up, what's up? So we're back. We got the bumper back on, the front of the car back on. Pretty straightforward. Those two 10 millis in there. Bunch of the push clips. 14, 12, 7 millimeters underneath. Tow hitches on. It actually looks pretty sweet. Yeah, I like it a lot. Good work, Zl1. Got this top piece back on. Again, there's a number of 7 millimeters under here, and then the radiator plate here with the push pins. Put the battery terminal back on and the cover. I just realized I'm missing these push pins that belong here. I gotta shoot to the dealer and get those. Yeah, and then yeah, push pins back on here. Little air dams back on each side. Now I just got to get the tires back on, and then yeah, see how it looks. Get it onto a flat surface and just make sure the bumper's not all, make sure everything's level. Is what I'm worried about. Not worried about, but that would be the only gap or concern. But okay, cool. Let's get the tires back on. I'll get you on them onto my head here, and let's do it. Alright, should be pretty straightforward here. I don't know where I put the lugs, but whatever. We'll find them and then we'll get this thing off of the there we go. Yeah, I knew they were on here somewhere, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. You always want to just hand thread lugs on. You never want to use any type of wrench or impact when putting them back on, just so you don't cross thread them. Right, but I think we all know that, but just in case you didn't. Oh. And I ordered a new windshield mount, for windshield phone mount for the car here. So I go out in a few days. I'll take you guys out with me and do some lap times. And yeah, we'll see how that works. As you can see here, I did do Steeda progressive lowering springs all around. I did the stop to hop kit, which I put on, and front and rear sway bars. So there's a number of things I have done to this thing that I just haven't had time to edit the videos to get it up on. But I will eventually. And yeah, crazy noticeable difference with the Steeda work here compared to factory, just when it comes to stability and stance. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. Okay, just see, there we go. There's that. Let's get the other tire over here. Alrighty, let's go over here. And if you remember, I kind of frigged up a my key using an impact with it, which, shame on me, I know better. I shouldn't have done that. I kind of ruined the key and my socket. When I head back to the dealer to get the battery cover, whatever those plastic things are, I'll see if I can grab a new key. Or if I can just use this key to get these keys off, or I'm sorry, the locking lugs off, I'll just get rid of them. These are 2-piece lugs, which aren't as strong. Steeda and a number of other people sell a bunch of 1-piece Gorilla lugs, which I don't do enough to need them, but I do think if I do want to replace them out, I'll go with a nice solid lug, 1-piece. And yeah, but these are fine. Hey, get over here. Hey, come on. Hey, don't you dare. Come on. What are you doing, pal? All right, let's just get these lug nuts on. And what are you doing, partner? Huh? What are you doing? Here you go. Put that on. All right, I'll go ahead and torque these babies down. And that's it. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for going through this with me. That was a first. I think it came out pretty cool. I'll give a shout out to Zl1 in this video. And if you like what you see, thumbs up please, and subscribe. I got a lot of other items that I'm thinking of doing to this car, but plus the videos of the exhaust and all the suspension that I've done to it. Yeah, tell me what you think. All right, thanks guys.